Hey everyone, my name is Zach from Apps Delivered, and I'm excited to present another weekly hierarchy showcase utilizing our app, Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud. This week, we're going to be creating an epic selection process. It's going to be very helpful for when you're planning your sprints and you're deciding which epics to focus on. As you can see here, we are in our hierarchy screen. We have a couple sets of tasks with subtasks that we're going to be going over today. Pretty big process that we can apply with one click using hierarchies and Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud. For those of you who don't know what hierarchies are a set of related issues, be it epics, stories, tasks, or subtasks that form a standardized process that you can apply with one click utilizing Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud. So you've seen a little bit of what we're looking at today. I'm going to go into the edit screen here and get more in depth. All right, now I'm inside our epic selection process hierarchy. As you can see, we have a lot of different variables in this hierarchy. I'm kind of going to explain what's going on. And for those who don't know what variables are in Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud, variables are pre-filled fields that you can kind of apply across all your different issues every time you apply a hierarchy. So as you can see, we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 user variables, basically 10 personas, 10 resources that are going to be interacting with this epic selection process. A lot of stakeholders involved. And then we have one text variable here, epic summary. So basically, every time I call this epic summary variable, whatever the user inserts when they apply that hierarchy for the epic summary, it's going to be pre-filled in all of those different issues that are created. So as you can see, who's going to be interacting with the epic selection process? Well, we got a strategy analyst, project manager, risk manager, business analyst, product owner, project coordinator, resource manager, QA lead, senior manager, and a team lead. And all of these users are entirely flexible. If I wanted to go ahead and change Andre to somebody else, I could easily do that. Change to Anna, change it back. Very simple. Let's get into some of the issues that are actually created every time you apply this hierarchy. So as you can see, we have quite a few here. We have initial epic assessment with 3 subtasks. We have requirements gathering with 3 subtasks, planning and resource allocation, approval and kickoff. They're all going to be created in our Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud board. That's basically our development board. That's where we're doing our sprint planning. That's where we're developing in Agile. So we have our issue types. Like I said, tasks, subtasks, you can easily change those. You can have your testing issue type. You can change a story, bug, improvement. Doesn't matter. Whichever issue types you have configured, you're going to be able to access those. And you have all our different assignees as well. We have strategy analysts for our initial epic assessment. That's who is assigned to this issue every time it's created through the hierarchy. We have our strategy analysts, project manager, risk manager, business analyst, so on and so on. All of these users here are going to be as assignees down here. And if I am to click into one of these issues that gets created when you apply the hierarchy, I will click that. As you can see, we're referencing that epic summary. So when you apply that hierarchy, you just type in that epic summary, and it's going to be in this issue here. And you have a little description, and you have that assignee. I can also change the priority if I want this to be a higher priority every time it is applied. So that's most of the issues. I won't get into every one. If you go into our documentation, you'll get a detailed way of actually how to import this hierarchy into your own instance, your own Jira Cloud instance. Obviously, you have to have Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud to access it. And then you can also share it in between users. If one of your peers is using this hierarchy, you can share it in between them as well. And then you can also access this hierarchy from our Set Pre-Installed Hierarchies tab, soon to be called the Hierarchy Gallery. You can check some of our other videos to learn more about that. But you'll be able to access this hierarchy if you really have to, so I won't get into all of the different issues here. But as you can see, that epic summary variable is going to carry over for most of these issues, not all of them. So whatever you put here is going to be on all of these different issues. Now, if I want to add another node, I click Add Node, easy. And then if I want to add some child nodes, just click the plus sign. These are ideally your subtasks, right? And this is going to be your task. You can select your project and select your issue types as well. Now, if I wanted to generate this whole epic selection process with AI, I would just click generate nodes with AI. And I would type something like generate me an epic selection process. I would just click that, and the AI would do its best to generate all of these issues here for this hierarchy. So that's another way to do it. It can save some time. I'm going to delete those. Also, you can add a node from a template. So Smart Issue Templates, obviously, we have a templating feature in the application. If you wanted to create one of these issues or insert one of these issues from one of those templates, you can do that easily as well. So I think that's all I want to show here in the edit hierarchy screen. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like to apply this hierarchy, what it looks like to track this hierarchy, and then what it looks like to apply some enterprise level permissions, and we will close out. So I'll be right back. All right, so now we are in the epic selection process screen here, and I'm actually going to apply this hierarchy. So I'm going to click apply. As you can see, we have those user variables we looked at before. I've duplicated a couple just so we can kind of track the application a little bit simply when I show you the next part. Okay, so we just have to insert our epic summary. So let's do folder structure. Just kind of a placeholder epic summary name there. And I'm going to click confirm. As you can see, these issues are being created, and they have all been successfully created in our development project. So that's quite a bit of issues that we were able to just create simultaneously and assign them to all these different user variables. So I'm going to click close, and then I'm going to click refresh. So now you can see view applied history. We have this little 1 in the circle here. I'm going to click that. And there we have it. Those issues have been created and assigned. I can kind of expand. You can see all those issues. Now, this is the view in Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud where you can really track all these issues you're creating. These issues were just created in one project. If they were created across multiple different disparate projects, you'd definitely be using this screen a lot. So you can track the progress of the issues without having to click through all these different screens, go to these different projects, so on and so forth. As you can see, epic selection process, it has the name. We have the summary. We have the last activity, obviously right now, because I just created these issues. And then we have the progress. So as I start to move these issues through the respective boards, in progress, to do, in progress, done, these bars here are going to start to fill out. So I can get an at-a-glance view of the status of all these different issues that we've just created with a hierarchy. And I can also click directly into an issue by just clicking on the issue key here as well. And there's a couple of other features up here, such as duplicating the hierarchy, adding a scheduler. So this epic selection process, the epic selection process, if I wanted to have this hierarchy apply every week or so, we have to select a new epic. I'd click add scheduler. Then I would click weekly, choose the time zone, choose the hour, choose the minute, and click add, and I would be able to repeatedly apply this hierarchy, create these issues every single week. Okay. And if I wanted to share this hierarchy with someone else who has Smart Issue Templates for Jira Cloud, just click copy link, share it to them. They can easily use this hierarchy. Also, I can export it, just click export and import it into another Jira Cloud instance as well. So that's another way that you can share these hierarchies. That's the way that you can access this epic selection process by going through our documentation, grabbing that file and importing it into your own instance. I can also add it to a folder from this screen. So that's primarily what I want to show you in the applied history screen here. Now I'm going to show you how we can set some enterprise level permissions, and we will close out. So I'll be right back. All right, and then all I have to do is add a user. Let's do Andre. And I'm going to say Andre can only view this hierarchy. Just click view. If I want to select another user, let's say Anna, I'm going to say Anna can edit, apply, and view. And then I'm going to say Denise can only view and apply. So we've chosen our users and we've chosen the permissions, how they can interact with this hierarchy. Now all I have to do is click save. All right, and there you have it. We have just created a hierarchy, applied it, created a bunch of different issues in a project, assigned it to a bunch of different users, tracked all of those issues, and then set some enterprise level permissions on that hierarchy. I think that's all I want to show you today. My name is Zach. Thank you for tuning in to this weekly hierarchy showcase. Once again, if you need to access this epic selection process, just go over to Set Pre-Installed Hierarchies. You'll be able to find it here very soon. And if you have access to the file, which will be in our documentation, you can also import it here. So thanks again for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.